Good, man. Good, nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
That was a good game?
Yeah, that was okay, yeah.
Everything's good.
Joseph Parker versus Oleksandr Usyk. Absolutely. This was always the fight to make it heavyweight if we truly are living in a time of meritocracy. I'll be honest, I was fearful that the usual politics and BS would get in the way and push us in a different direction.
One day I would love the opportunity to fight here. I think it'll be amazing. Everyone that he's fought and everyone that he's beaten. And I want to.
Parker is the best fight for him right now because Joseph Parker is a guy who has the qualities and the experience that it would take to give Usyk the hardest time. Not saying he's gonna beat Usyk by no means, but he will give Usyk the hardest time of anybody. And if anybody, I think if they said, Roy, you got to take one guy right now, put your money on against Usyk, who would it be? It would be Joseph Parker.
Enough. But never enough. Easy.
The boxing world is on fire right now. Turki Alalshikh did.
And talking of Usyk, Roy, where do you rank him in that sort of all-time list? Everyone's been doing it all week, haven't they? It's the fun you have as a fight fan. Do you have an opinion on that?
No, I don't really have an opinion on it. He's definitely in the top, out of the top 7 to top 5 now because he's done something that nobody ever done. Not to mention the quality of heavyweights is not the same as it once was. But I mean, for him to do it the way he done it, undisputed cruiserweight champ, now undisputed heavyweight champ, that says a lot, man. Not many people done that. So for him to do that itself has to put him.
The man behind Saudi Arabia's boxing revolution has just announced the next huge fight, Oleksandr Usyk versus Joseph Parker, which will happen in November. The news has shocked the fight world, and supporters from both sides are already dubbing this the dark horse clash of the year. Usyk is wasting no time remaining busy after beating Tyson Fury and becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion. Parker, who is coming off a return and is in great shape, is stepping up for what may be the hardest test of his career. With a simple but powerful statement, it's done. Turki Alalshikh delivered
Whatever he wants to right now. He vacated the IBF, he went and got it back. You understand me? So it's just fun for him right now. So he can do whatever he wants to do. And he can fight whoever he wants to fight.
Small, right? I know he's small for the weight class, but god damn, that dude's good. God damn, he's
Pressure of a heavyweight.
knockout power. He can excel without having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme technique. And then you have Bivol and Bitterbeef that just fought. Same thing. Both like super.
Well, you was a smaller guy that went up and won the world heavyweight title, one of the only ones to do that from middleweight up to heavyweight. You know, how does someone beat Oleksandr Usyk? Is it the smaller guy? Is it the guy that's coming up in the weight divisions, you know, as opposed to the bigger heavyweights?
No, the bigger guys could beat him. Just gotta have the right fight plan. None of these guys fight him with the right fight plan, and I'm not going to tell them the right fight plan because that's not my job to do. But you gotta have the right fight plan to fight Usyk. If you don't have the right fight plan, he's gonna destroy you. If you go out there trying to knock him out, he's gonna destroy you. And most of those guys that go out with the idea, oh, he's small, he came up from cruiserweight, we're gonna take him out. Wrong answer. You're not gonna take him out. He fought Gaisov, who was an even stronger puncher than most of these heavyweights are, and Gaisov couldn't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Gaisov was one of the hardest punches I've seen in quite some time, and Gaisov didn't give him no real opposition, basically. You know, so for these guys to think a one-punch guy's gonna beat
the bomb on social media. That's all the boxing world needed. With all the delays and fights falling through these days, when Turkey says it's done, you can be sure it's happening. This battle will be the main event on another historic show in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which has become the new capital of heavyweight boxing. The addition of Usyk vs. Parker makes things even hotter, especially with knockout evenings like Fury vs. Ngannou and Joshua vs. Wilder. Now, let's discuss about the fight. Oleksandr Usyk, the Ukrainian master mechanic, is on a record run. He's beaten Anthony Joshua twice, outboxed Tyson Fury to unify the titles, and silenced every doubter along the road. Parker, a former WBO world champ who's on a significant redemption journey. Since teaming up with Andy Lee and associating with Tyson Fury's camp, still, Parker offers height, power, and hunger, plus the experience of being in the ring with top-tier names like Joshua, Ruiz, and White. So mark your calendars. November is going to be crazy.
I'd love to see him retire the way he is right now on top of the world, because if he goes in there, you know, like I said, I think he has no problem with Parker, but it's still going to be tough. It's still going to be difficult. His body's already taking a lot. He's 38. We're going to end up seeing him. If he continues fighting, we're going to end up seeing him against a young lion, totally dominating him because of his age, because of his body already. There's a lot of tear and wear in his body. And we're going to see a sad ending where that's what we're going to remember. I would love to remember him as the greatest of all time because he's showing to be one of the greatest of all times. I would love him to retire now and just call it quits and be remembered as one of the greatest of all times. I know there's so much money out there. There's so much, you know, big fights and it's tempting, you know, to anybody. So I can't blame him either. You know, I can't blame him for not wanting to continue fighting because he's still on top of his game. He could still dominate many of those fighters, but sooner than later, his body is not going to respond. His body's gonna be tired, and we're gonna see maybe a sad ending. And I would hate to see that with.
It's much longer.
Just spoke to your man Joe Parker and he said, I will beat Oleksandr Usyk. What gives you the confidence that will happen as well, Andy?
Joe is the last challenge left. He can offer something that nobody else can. Craft, cleverness, doesn't take breaks, can fight the pace. It's a great challenge, and we just want to fight.